everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rinzi's Ultimate Decades Challenge. We are currently in the year 1318, which means we are finally out of the Great Famine as of last episode. Today's featured comment is from T083093, and it's actually from my community post. I posted this photo saying that this was me after completing the famine rules finally. You guys know why now. So this comment says, "This is me waiting for the new episode. Half excited and fully nervous. As long as Emma and Leoric survive, I think I'll be able to be okay. Or so I hope, lol." And I just want to say I am so sorry. Because obviously I already knew the results when this comment was posted, and obviously I don't know how to act. I don't know how to respond. So I just gave everyone a heart react because I wasn't ready to have that conversation, obviously. But we know what happened, and I am so sorry. It was awful. It was very emotional. I would give a recap, but I really don't want to. Aside from there were deaths, they were awful. And Cassian has started his villain origin story, I guess. He yelled at Joan and Crawford got a little closer. Not closer, they just had some good conversation, and he made her not feel so alone. Also, Joan is pregnant, and then we ended with Cassian flying into a very scary rage and setting his uncle on fire and killing him. So we have that. I'm a little behind on filming, so the last video has already posted by the time I am filming this. So thank you for the overwhelming support. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it because it wasn't easy, and the amount of you guys that are affected emotionally by something so horrible, it's touching because, you know, we're all in this together. I will admit that there were a couple times where my voice cracked or broke and I had to stop filming at a certain point. I'm just I have become a very emotional person over the years. So I think all that death kind of just affected me, and I had to take a break and come back the next day and finish filming. So where are we? We are at the Wheeled household. We know what happened. We know now that Elric has moved in to take care of his nieces and nephew after the death of Dominic, Emma, Leoric, and Bruno. And the fact that most of the deaths from the famine are the Wheeleds just breaks my heart. So it's 1318. It is actually Elric's birthday, but I'm not going to roll for him. This guy has been through enough, and I want him to survive to adulthood. We are at the Wheeled household where the Rolfs have come over to mourn Emma and Leoric and be there for the kids. Margaret, George, and Gwen have been in Gwen's parents' room, just kind of talking. And then Matilda is watching over the babies while the brothers have a moment to mourn their sister. And she's taking little Catherine to bed. Gregory is already asleep. And everyone's obviously really sad. And you guys can probably notice that Emmeline is not here because out of all the second generation, she met Emma first. She has known Emma the longest, and she is very hurt by the loss of her poor aunt. And I don't think she could bring herself to come just yet and cope with that. So she's back home watching the toddlers. And George is just being so sweet. It's great because we know him to be a little jerk sometimes. As a child, less so, but he is there when it counts, and we love that. Gwen's not doing too hot. She was actually in a pretty happy mood for a while, I guess because she's a cheerful sim, but I think it's starting to hit her now. And of course, Matilda is just devastated. She is reading Catherine a little story. And the fact that Catherine looks so much like Emma must be so devastating. This is just our sweet little girl who has lost both her parents at such a young age. But we're trying to make it through. And then, of course, poor Elric has just experienced so much loss. I feel so terrible for this guy. And he was always like our goofiest, happiest guy. And of course, the one with the most tragedy under his belt. And James being the protector of this family, he probably feels so devastated. His baby sister just died, and Leoric, after everything he did for him, is gone. It's a lot. So we're gonna have James just console Eric because of poor Dominic. And then, you know, the kids lost their cousin. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Like I said, I'm very happy that the Rolfs are okay, and I'm very happy that the deaths were minimal, but those were 3 very hard deaths to deal with. And I'm sure that the men were the ones who buried Emma and Leoric. So that's just it just makes me so sad. But it's almost midnight, which means it's Emmeline's birthday. So I'm gonna leave Elric and the kids here. I'm gonna have Gwyneth. Looks like she's already gonna go to bed, but it's pretty late. I'm gonna let Elric and the others just go sleep, and I'll go ahead and let the Rolfs go home. Okay, so we have returned to the farm and everyone is sad. We can go back to planting our harvest. So let me go ahead and roll for the harvest. Okie doke. So looks like it's going to be a poor soil season. Not as bad as the famine, but still not great. But at least it's not a blight, right? So I'll go ahead, remove great soil, change this to poor soil. And here's our girl Emmeline, who is just devastated over the loss of her favorite aunt. Well, her only aunt. Yeah, because she's only got uncles on her mother's side as well. So I'm gonna let everyone just go to bed. And all these very sad sentiments, mourning from witnessing the death of a friend. She was there when Emma died. She showed up. So that I feel like after Leoric died, they probably kept an eye on her and were unfortunately there to bear witness to her death. A friend has passed, so obviously she's very sad about that. Shared sadness, so she's feeling shared sadness over James's pain. You know, James is someone who has been he has taken on the role of the protector for all his life pretty much, so he probably feels like he failed Emma, and that's just terrible. So yeah, it's just sad news. Look at these kids, they're marching all sad. I'm so sorry, and they've lost one of their cousins. It's just even with 3 deaths, it's just so devastating. 4 if you count Bruno, of course. Poor Bruno. All right, kids, go to bed. And it's early morning. I'm actually going to have James go craft something for Emmeline's birthday. Oh, and Joan is in labor. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Okay, quick intermission. Joan is in labor. What are these kids up to? Y'all better be behaving. Okay, Joan, let's go have this baby. She wants to become disliked by McCrook. Arya's like, I don't want a sibling. No, it's wrong. Oh, she's hot. Okay, let's switch your outfit. Okay, there you go. Oh, and now she's happy. All right, you got this, Joan. And this is her summer dress. It's so pretty. It's a boy. We've got a male spare. So that would put him in line after Gavin and before Arya, as far as like the whole law of primogeniture is concerned. What are we gonna name him? How about Edward? Okay, it's one baby and we've got a little prince named Edward. And now comes I'm so traumatized by roles, honestly. But it's what we gotta do. Okay, so let's roll for Joan. Oof, Joan barely makes it. I feel like she definitely had a difficult labor here. And now Edward. Okay, does Edward make it to infancy? He does not. Wait, no, he doesn't. Oh, that is heartbreaking. That is so sad. How did he die? And he had a heart defect. Poor little Edward. Okay, well, so that's another little prince gone. Another little royal baby. All right, we've got poor Joan here who just lost another baby. Why are you in the dungeon? What are you doing? There's a toddler potty in the dungeon. Did I put the wrong one in there? She's probably just trying to get as far away from Cassian as she can. Looks like Crawford is also sad about the baby's death. What's Cassian gonna do here? He's gonna check on little Arya. You know, after everything that's been going on, I don't see Joan letting Cassian anywhere near her physically. And he probably doesn't want that either. He's like, whatever. I'm just going to let these folks be sad and go back to the farm. I'm so sorry, Joan. I'm so sorry. All right, we are back at the farm. It is early morning. I have to roll for Emmeline. And James is going to carve something for her birthday. Very bold of me to do that before I know the results of this roll. But in order for Emmeline to make it to teenhood, I just need her to not roll a 7. Unlucky number 7, we don't want you. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't. Shoot. God, I need, this is awful. Okay, well, Trader Jacques is always here to witness the deaths. All right. If the pleading is unsuccessful as it has been, how would Emmeline have died? A stomach infection after the Great Famine. Of course, this happens when I decide to have James make her a birthday present. Okay, another devastating freaking loss. This is awful. Not only did we lose Emma, but we lost her namesake. This is terrible. George is burning to death. I need you to not burn to death, please. Here come the children. Here comes James. Here comes the toddler. Here is Matilda and Trader Jacques. Cassian is in the background. We don't need you here right now, Cassian. Please. Oh, God. The whole family's here to watch. I can't believe I jinxed myself like that. Emmeline. Why Emmeline? Why is this lady here? Who is this lady? Okay, I'm gonna have George try to plead for his sister. All right. Oh, God. Please. I just need this. Oh, God, no. I'm so sad. I'm so upset. This was supposed to be our first teenager. And now James has a fear of death. I can't believe that. I cannot. I wish I was a cheater, but I can't be. They just lost another child. They made it through the famine and then just lost another child. Okay, let's put her over here next to her grandparents and her baby brother. Oh, I'm so sorry, James and Matilda. In memory of Emmeline. I'm so upset, man. She died at the age of 13. Get out of here, Grim. And here's Margaret mourning the death of her sister, George. Oh, George is gonna go mourn her grave. She's off to be with Emma. This has taken such a sad turn. It's oh, little Jamesy's gonna go mourn her. Oh, Matilda, I'm so sorry. Maybe I should have had her try to plead. I don't know. Grim, get out of my house. And because she was creative, I was going to have James craft an easel for her to paint. So the next possible teen won't be until 1321. Okay, comfort your brother. I'm so sorry, George. Everyone's just so sad, as they should be, and it breaks my heart. Let's buy a cow. How about Daisy? Oh, there's little Daisy. And another sheepy. How about this white sheep? Now we have a sheep. It's nice to have farm animals. And this sheep's name is Teddy. Maybe some chickens. Okie dokie then. Okay, let's go plant some crops here. Little James is over here mourning his sister. James, go give your girl, go cheer her up a bit. Give her the best hug ever. Aww. I'm so sad, guys. I'm so sad. Water with tears. Okay. Okay, here we've got our chickens. Here's the rooster. Benedict the Second. Here is one of our hens named Nugget. No, James, please don't burn to death. I don't need this. You're really choosing to wear the wrong clothes, huh? I'm sorry, Matilda. Not your baby. Okay, Queen Alice is fishing with George. All right. Why is Agnes Crumplebottom visiting us? Not today, Agnes. Okay, George is done fishing. And Matilda's just putting her babies to bed. Everyone's getting ready to sleep. We're getting ready for another day. Let's have James give Margaret one last reassurance before he goes to bed. And James is on his way to mourn his little girl. It's just so sad. It's just awful. There's just been so much loss, and I'm sure he feels so helpless and maybe guilty because he pretty much cheated death, but now like some of the people that he loves and cares for the most are gone, including another one of his children. Okay, it is the next morning. It looks like someone came out here and kicked our trash can. I know you're sad. I'm so sorry. Okay, Jonathan's up. Let's have him come play with this little horse. And the kids are waking up. I'll have them work around the farm. Okay, Mags, come clean the animals. I'm gonna scatter some feed for the chickens. I couldn't figure out how to get rid of this rooster chick during the famine, and he survived the whole famine without me taking care of him. George, go gather some water. Oh, it looks like James is having an early midlife crisis. Life seems to be passing James by these days. It's the same thing in and day out, with nothing to really show for it. It might be time for a change. Okay, let's go water these plants, Mags. And she can talk to the plants. Ask if lonely. Okay, why don't you come cook? Let's make a chicken pie. Okay, George, come socialize. Unwind with Bovine. Let's become friends with these animals. Pet Benedict. Pet the brown hen. Oh, what's her name? Amelia. And there's Pierre, who just lost his good friend, Emmeline. I don't think I had him meet Maggie, so I'll do that. There's a lady running around in her underclothes, in her undergarments. Okay. And we've got more kids. This is Emmanuel. This is Maggie's uncle, pretty much. And little Gwen is here. Let's have George go say hi to Gwen. Discuss sad mood. Okay, so let's get to know our uncle. She's actually so good at making friends. He is whimsical. Interesting. Can't believe he is the child of Beatrice and Dargor. And he looks very much like his father. Oh, look at the cousins. Oh, and she's leaving. She's like, I just wanted to come by and say hi to you guys. Matilda's just here crying and keeping an eye on our babies. Okay, kids, let's have some pie. Everyone they're all so sad, and it makes me so sad. Okay, let's go plant these things. Maybe Margaret can help her. No, we can't yet. She needs more mental skill. That's fine. No, Margaret. Clean that up. Why don't you go water these while your mom plants them? Little Margaret's helping her mom out in the garden. It's nice to be able to plant after not having food for so long. Look at her, just helping her. It's so cute. She's like, I've got you, Mom. No, George, don't make a mess. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't act up. Thank you. Okay, so we started some of our crops. Maggie's continuing some chores. Oh, Elric came over. Let's invite him in. Here's our brother. He seems to be like, okay, I'm all right. And I'm sure he's come to check after learning about what happened to Emmeline. But it looks like everyone's sad moods have calmed down a bit. So that's good. Okay, it looks like James needs help with the potty, so let's have Elric help him out with that. All he's got right now is his nieces and nephews, and it must be so difficult, but he wants to be there for them. And Elric has helped out with the babies a bit. I'm gonna have him go home because it's getting late, and the kids should go to bed. Oh, Margaret and George are jokesters. That's so sweet. Okay, it's the next morning. Let's have Margaret collect some eggs and stuff. Okay, she can weed these plants. That's good. Ooh, this is from the Brazen Lotus raspberries. That's so cool. Let's water those. I love how they all look different. Okay, Trader Jacques has come to help us with our farm. Okay. Okay, so it's Gavin's birthday. I don't think I can handle another loss, guys. Why is this guy here? Why is Jonathan really good friends with him? That's a noble guy. Okay, little Gavin. Why are you two in the dungeon? Okay. Pick him up and let's take him upstairs. So for Gavin to become a child, we don't want a 9 or a 19. Okay, he gets to become a child. At least someone ages up this episode. And it looks like Cassian's just playing some chess here. Crawford is also playing chess. And Butterfield is coming to check on little Gavin. Look at him. I feel like he admires the knights. He's like, ooh, shiny. Okay, Gavin, let's age up. All right, so Gavin is self-assured. Okay. And he's a motor sim. Okay. He is a rambunctious scamp. Okay, I feel like I haven't done a makeover in so long. Look at Joan just being absolutely stunning. Okay, Gavin, don't go away just yet. So here's our little prince. He aged up with freckles, so I let him keep them. And I noticed that while he does have Joan's eyes and hair, he definitely inherited Cassian's facial structure. So he looks like both his parents. And he's a handsome little lad. And I think Cassian actually has freckles too. Yeah, so he inherited the freckles from his father. And once again, here's little Arya. I hope they make it. I can't believe they've lost 2 children already. And I'm just glad that Gavin got to age up. So yeah. And you know what? I know the short sleeves weren't really a thing, but this is my world and I could do what I want. I really love this Marjorie Tyrell dress for the summer for her. So she's gonna wear it. And yeah, call it a revenge dress. Your husband's acting up. She's gonna look hot about it. And I'll just put her hair up as well. And her hair clips through the veil, but honestly, I'm not gonna care about it. She is just stunning, beautiful. And then there's this guy who's just acting up all the dang time. And Crawford is here talking to Joan. Oh, Butterfield is here though. So things can't get too spicy or anything. They're just having a chat. Ask him about his day. Okay, so Butterfield walked out. I don't know what he's up to. Cassian is just, he's on his way to chat with Crawford. He's really got his eye out here. Ooh, there he is. Oh my god. I wonder if this is from losing the last one, but she wants to try for a baby with Cassian. Huh. You know what? Let's do it. Why not? You know, this isn't about her and Cassian. This is about what Joan wants. And what Joan wants is a baby. Okay, let's go. Let's go have a woohoo. And you know what? Cassian may be a little jerk, but yeah, he will fall for the deed, I guess. Oh, and Arya wants to be friendly with her father. This random noble guy that appears everywhere is here. So we're just gonna have a little swordsmanship practice here. And Gavin's gonna watch. Well, he's kind of not watching, but it's fine. And yeah, he's gonna learn how to be a little dueling prince. Oh, but maybe he can't because he is a child. Yeah, I don't think he can. So why don't you play some archery with Gavin? Okay, so he's the knights are teaching the prince a thing or two. Okay, Joan and Cassian have done the deed. And you know what? I love that this was Joan led. She's like, you know what? You're gonna do what I want to do, and then we're just gonna separate. So I guess we'll find out if she's pregnant later on. I think she really enjoys motherhood. And so like just whenever she loses a baby, she's just devastated. Yeah, she might not love her marriage, but she loves her kids. And Joan came down to check out what these guys are doing, and immediately Crawford got into position, I guess out of respect, but she's just checking in. Why did she gasp? She's just like, oh my god, the brutality. But she's gonna go check on Arya, and I'll leave these guys here for now. So we are back at the Wheeled household. I don't know why it says the toddlers are in daycare, but sure. We've got Elric here. Gonna have him make some gruel because that's all he knows how to make. And through whatever means, Miriam found out, the town talks. There were a lot of deaths. Miriam found out about what's going on with Elric. She's heard about the death of his child, and they did strike up a friendship, so I would imagine she would come check on him. She's a very nice lady. Oh no. Come on, Gwen. Okay. And now, Elric has to be a dad here and influence her to clean up this mess. Oh, she's being a little rebellious here. And Miriam's like, you're doing great. Show him some appreciation for having her over. Let's have a deep conversation. By now, it's been almost a full year since poor little Dominic died. So he's had a little time to heal, obviously, not permanently. That's something that's going to stick with him forever, and he has just been through so much. So they're just conversing. She came to check on him and stuff. Oh, Elric likes whatever stories Miriam is telling him. She's probably talking about Willow Creek and stuff. And Gwen's going to go check on her sister. And she wants to become friends with her uncle and give Gregory a hug. We could do that. Gregory probably needs it. Let's hug him lovingly. And he seems to be in a pretty good mood, despite everything. Some time has passed. He's going to express some admiration. He's like, I know you've been through a lot too, He's definitely the type to appreciate what everyone goes through. He is a funny guy. He is a good guy. And their friendship is going up pretty well. Oh, okay. Did he flirt? She did the little Debbie Ryan hair tuck. And oh my god, Miriam is in a flirty mood. Okay. And they have a deep connection. That's good. Oh, Elric just came to check on the kids real quick. Oh no, don't play in the toilet. Gregory, kindly stop splashing in the toilet. And Miriam's probably going to see that he needs a little help here. She's going to go give him a little respectful introduction and also introduce herself to all the kids here. And Elric's just hanging on to he's putting her to bed. Okay, since Catherine's going to sleep, we'll hold off on introducing ourselves. She's going to say hi to little Gwen. She's like, hello, it's so nice to meet you. And that gave Gwen a little confidence. And let's show some appreciation. Be like, oh, thanks for having me. Let's see if we can change Gregory's diaper. Yes, because he's a little stinky here. She's like, I've got a daughter about your age. And I feel like Elric is appreciative of her help here. Yeah, it's not easy. He had oh god, we've got ghosts. But he's gonna be like, listen, I know you've been at the Abbey for a while. She's family oriented, so very convenient that they mentioned that now. He's like, you're really good with kids. I don't know if I could do this alone, honestly. It's been hard. Okay, we've got Emma and Dominic here. So I feel like knowing that she's been at the Abbey for so long and has her own child and how their friendship has been really, really good. I think he would ask her for a marriage of convenience. Be like, I could use the help. I feel like you've been a good friend in the time that we've known each other. And this is your home. This could be your home too. And it looks like she agrees. So he's now engaged to Miriam. And hello, ghosts. So that's good. It looks like she agreed to do it. I think, this will be very beneficial for both of them and their families. And they'll probably have just a small wedding amongst family and friends. Nothing too crazy. and he's still got to meet her baby. Oh, there's Leoric's ghost. It makes me so sad. He's just doing a little sweepy sweep here. Leoric and Emma are just haunting this house. She's like, yeah, just checking in on my babies in the afterlife. Oh my god, are they like flirting as ghosts? Oh, he's so sad. This is just so sad. Little Dominic is being an angel in the afterlife and haunting our bathtub. But I will leave them here for now with the knowledge that Elric and Miriam are to get married. Okay, so it is the next morning. We are back at the farm, and it is actually Jonathan's birthday as well. Oh, so let's go ahead and do this thing. Okay, Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan gets to become a child. Thank freaking God. Gosh. Oh my gosh, Jonathan. This is George getting back what he gave, and he can't be reprimanded because the parents didn't see it. Okay. And they came over here to do themselves a little woohoo. John. And Margaret, why don't you go ahead and tend the garden? George, go check on the animals. Okay, here we go. Okay, he's shy. I'll take it. Okay, now as for this, he is a social sim. Cool. Okay, so well, that doesn't make sense if he's shy, does it? Okay, I'm gonna randomize it one more time. Okay, he's a kleptomaniac. All right, let's change him up. Okay, here is John. He is a handsome lad for sure. You know, he looks so much like Emmeline. And here's how he looks without the hat. But he has this mix of James and Matilda for sure. Yeah, I just feel like he looks so much like Emmeline, and it makes me so sad. I feel like I need to change up James and Matilda just a bit. Maybe he starts developing the gray hairs. You can't really tell much, but you can see it in his beard, but it makes his overall hair a little darker, so I'm not sure. Or maybe just add some lines in the skin details. Because, I mean, by today's standards, being in your 30s is not old. But by medieval standards, that's when, you know, you're approaching the life expectancy, pretty much. But they're still young and going. They still have some time. And they still look great. They're still a handsome couple. But maybe I'll just give him this hair. He looks good with the salt and pepper vibe. Will I change his hair? Yeah, maybe I'll just shorten his hair. James is such a handsome man. Honestly, he's just ridiculously handsome. And maybe I'll give him some lines. Some crow's feet. Okay, yeah. He's such a handsome man, honestly. Let's put his hat back on. I love that hat on him. That's like the iconic James hat to me. There you go. So he just got a little haircut. And there they are. Oh, he is sweating. It is hot out there. Or maybe she's just like, ooh, my man is handsome. And then here is John. Oh, James with the asthma attacks. I can't. And Mags is back there tending the farm. You know, I might give James a longer beard. Honestly, I wish we had more beard options, though. There aren't a whole lot. I like this one, but I prefer like the salt and pepper beard. Yeah. You know what? He looks great. I'm keeping the beard. Okay, there we go. James is a handsome father. I love him so much. That is a good looking man. And here's James and his boy. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. We had a few things happen post-famine. And I think we're officially in the year 1319 with Jonathan's birthday. So we had some sad stuff happen. Joan lost her baby, little Edward. We lost Emmeline. And I literally just needed to beat one number and I didn't. And that's gonna stick with me forever. So we've lost Emmeline. Everyone's mourning everyone. Everyone's really sad and it's heartbreaking, but they're trying to pull through here. But some good stuff happened. Elric is going to get married. I'll do that next episode. Prince Gavin has aged up and Jonathan has aged up. So we had some heartbreak in addition to the last heartbreak, and then some good stuff. So we're ending on an okay note. Hopefully things look up from here. I know there are other events in the future that will not be good, but I am not going to focus on that. I didn't focus on Cassian's villain origin just yet. We'll slowly head into that, but you guys have been great and patient and encouraging and very supportive, and I can never say thank you enough, but thank you. I look forward to the next episode, so have a great day, guys. Thank you. Bye.